HTML5 and CSS3 tutorials for beginners. Clearing floats. In the previous video session, we just used floats. So this blue box is being floated to the left, and another aside is also floated to the left. But when we do that, we end up taking things out of the normal document flow. And if elements come after the floated elements, as you can see, things go out of whack here. So how do we deal with this? We deal with these issues with clearing floats. So let's imagine that floated elements are within the section. Let's close that up. And let's imagine how can we clear the footer section so that it's not here on the right hand side and yet it's where we want it to be in the document flow. And we can do that by saying footer. Let's select the footer element and let's say clear both. Let's do that. And let's see what happens when we refresh. At this moment, it's just cleared the floated elements. Clear both. Now, while here, let's also do something like this, because floated elements themselves can also be cleared to their left or even to their right. Let's say clear left. For the second aside, and let's refresh this page, and this green box here should clear the blue box. So that is clear left. Whatever is on the left, clear it. Think it like that. Clear left. Now let's take a look at something else. Let's save changes. Let's refresh. And once again, it seems that footer element has just gone out of whack here. But we can actually do something like this. Looking at the section element, which is that large box here with a border 1 pixel, we can say section element. Let's select that element and let's say overflow auto. Telling the browser, you know what, that section contains elements within it, and I'm setting the overflow to be auto. So look at what's within it, and then let's refresh. So that's another way for you to clear floats. Now let's delete that. Let's save changes. Let's refresh, and once again the footer element is out of whack. Now I'm going to paste a CSS code which is using a class clear float with all these values. Now let's do something like this. Just before closing of the section element, let's put a BR with a class clear float. And let's close our BR. Let's save changes. Now this is a hack, so to speak, but it is a handy class CSS rules that you can use for clearing floats if you want. Although not suggested, just remember that it can be helpful. Now let me refresh this page to see what happens. So, clearing elements can be tricky depending on the layout that you're designing. But at the end of the day, I've shown you the basics as well as giving you some examples as to how else you can clear floats. and I'll talk with you in the next video session.